We're following breaking news this morning out of South Moorhead. Police continue their search for suspects after shots were fired in a neighborhood in that area.
The Valley Today's Kelly Hubbard has been covering this story for us all morning, and she joins us live this morning from the scene with an update. Good morning, Kelly.
Hi, good morning, Lisa and Jordan. Yeah, busy night and morning for Moorhead police as they try to piece together what exactly happened. Shots were fired last night at the apartment complex behind me on your screen. Now we're by the Casey's gas station along 18th Street South by the Griffith Court Apartments. And what we know right now is police say the accused shooter left the area on a motorcycle before they got to the scene. Officials say multiple empty bullet cartridges were found in the street and a vehicle had been shot at least once. Right now, there's no evidence that anyone had been shot and no victims have been found. Investigators are asking anyone with information to call Moorhead Police, and I just got off the phone with the sergeant on duty with Moorhead Police as well, and right now they're not releasing any more details at this time, but stick with the Valley Today as we continue to update you on this breaking story.
I do feel like we're going to get some updates as the day goes on. Very active investigation. Kelly Hubbard reporting live on this breaking story. Thank you.
A Minnesota state trooper is accused of sending a woman's nude photos from her cell phone to his own while responding to a crash. The Hennepin County Attorney's Office charged 36-year-old Albert Cooney of Dayton yesterday with 2 felony counts of stalking with bias since the victim was a woman.
According to the complaint, in March, Cooney responded to a crash on I-94 in Minneapolis and detained the 25-year-old woman on suspicion of DWI. When the woman returned home, her boyfriend saw on her laptop that her phone had been accessed and nude photos were texted from it to an unknown number. Reports say when the boyfriend called the number, the person who answered the phone eventually identified himself as Cooney.
A federal judge has sentenced a North Dakota pharmacist to 20 years in prison for using a hidden camera to secretly record a female guest in his home and then share those images with others.
52-year-old Curtis McGarvey of Bismarck was sentenced yesterday after pleading guilty in March to 2 counts of attempted sexual exploitation of a minor and 1 count of cyberstalking. The judge also ordered McGarvey to pay $4,900 in restitution to the victim's family.
Now 9 minutes before the top of the hour, let's get a check of that Wednesday forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green. We have a nice bright sunny morning for us, Lisa.
We sure do. It's looking beautiful out there today. Lots of sunshine to start. Yesterday and the day before, we saw the clouds develop, and that kind of went away a little bit. But today won't be the case. We will get to enjoy that sun as we continue on through your morning and afternoon. You can see on our radar and satellite map, nice and clear for just about everybody in the valley. There are some places where we've had some fog development. I'm seeing lots of improvement coming up in our visibility reports, though, and that should continue as that sun warms us up today and helps to dissipate that fog, and we'll end up with some really pleasant weather everywhere. But still, especially in those low-lying areas in northwest Minnesota, you want to watch out for those foggy patches this morning on your drive. A look at your temperatures. 40s still in spots. Grand Forks, one of those places at 49 degrees. Fargo is at 53. The warm spot is Detroit Lakes. And just down the road in Park Rapids, the cool spot is Park Rapids at 49. And your wind speeds are light. We've got lots of calm reports coming in. Just a quiet start to our day, and we're looking at a really good one here. We're going to be in the 70s to 80 degrees coming up for this afternoon, and we'll see some sunshine and light wind. Just some great grilling weather, any kind of weather to be outdoors here as we head through your Wednesday. So looking good for today. We'll carry that over into part of Thursday, but we do have a chance for some strong to severe weather coming up for Thursday afternoon and evening, and some mugginess returning with that too. Once that clears out on Friday, we're looking at some fantastic weather for heading to the lake this weekend. Warm, even hot, will have you wanting to take that dip. Temperatures into the mid-80s to near 90 coming up for the weekend with our next chance for storms, maybe Sunday night and heading into Monday as well. All in all, feeling and looking much more like summertime.
Beautiful warm day today, but of course that brings the possibility of storms the day after that. Lisa, thank you very much for keeping us updated.
The man accused of killing his 61-year-old mother and Grand Forks police officer Cody Holte in a shootout about a month ago now has just been released from the hospital and is now in jail. 41-year-old Salama Pendleton opened fire when police attempted to serve an eviction notice on May 27th.
He now faces 2 counts of murder for the deaths of Officer Holte and Pendleton's mother, Lola Moore. He is charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, terrorizing, criminal mischief, and reckless endangerment. His bond has been set at $1 million. The family of a woman who died in a hit and run in Pembina County is now asking why the driver hasn't been charged. Cammie Leland was killed last year in May in Drayton. Law enforcement say that she was hit by a car after the driver saw her boyfriend standing in the middle of the road with a rifle.
Now, the driver and passenger were not tested at the scene for alcohol or drugs. Instead, deputies arrested her boyfriend, Matthew Hilton, and charged him with manslaughter and terrorizing.
He said, "Cammie, please don't die. I love you." Squeeze my hand. And she squeezed once. And I got the reports, and they figured that she lived 3 minutes.
Hilton died by suicide a few months following the arrest. Leland's family says authorities charged the wrong person.
The newest crime statistics are out for North Dakota. While the overall number of crimes has gone down by about 1%, North Dakota Attorney General Wayne Stenjum says there is a glaring exception. The AG says the number that stands out the most is the murder count. 2019 saw 26 homicides. That is an all-time state record.
This is something that we're very concerned about here in North Dakota. You can see on the chart here that what's happening. We're always careful to remind people, don't ever look year over year because we have relatively few compared to other states. Plus we have relatively few people, and you can see that it can roller coaster up and down.
Drug arrests have nearly doubled from 2010 to 2018, but dropped last year. Stenjum says that's good news, but the nature of drug trafficking is changing. He says that the state is seeing larger amounts and more powerful drugs coming into the state.
A 20-year-old man is dead following a crash near Glendon, Minnesota. It happened Monday night northeast of Glendon at the intersection of Highway 9 and 43rd Avenue North. Troopers say the man didn't stop at a stop sign and then crashed into a pickup. The driver of the pickup was not hurt. Authorities are not releasing the identity at this time of the victim.
The Minnesota State Health Department is confirming an additional 245 COVID-19 cases with 9 additional deaths linked to the virus. Health officials say this brings the death toll in Minnesota to 1,393. The active case count is now at 2,677. More than 29,000 people have recovered from the coronavirus.
North Dakota is reporting 7 new cases of COVID-19, but state health officials say it's not because of a downward trend in people getting sick. Officials are reporting a delay in lab results. In addition to those 7 cases, there is 1 new death. The victim is a woman in her 40s from Cass County with underlying health conditions. The rest of those delayed numbers are expected to be released today. Meanwhile, there are 2 more coronavirus mass testing events that will be happening at the Fargo Dome this week. The first one is tomorrow, and the other one is the day after that, Friday, June 26th. The outdoor drive-up testing will take place in the west parking lot of the Dome from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
It's free. Health insurance is not required. People do need to be at least 12 years old, however. If people do have a positive result, they will be notified by phone within 24 to 72 hours.
The Alara Center ticket office is opening back up today to the public. It closed down more than a month ago thanks to COVID-19. Starting tomorrow, there is a chance to see a movie in the parking lot. Then an Anything Goes sale on Saturday, also in the parking lot. And you can start getting your tickets for events in July, like the Prime Steel Car Club show and the Shine on I-29.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, according to a new survey, we check this an average of 4 times a day.
Well, here the answer, that's what you're giving us, or the actual answer is the weather. Around here, we check it a lot more than 4 times a day.
Yes, we do. 4 times an hour at least.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think every half hour we talk about it 4 times. But remember, you can play along every day. Just head to the Valley News Live Facebook page. And hey, you want to check that weather 4 times a day? Don't forget about that First Alert Storm Team app. Just search, I believe, VNL Weather in the App Store or in Google Play and download it, and it'll give you notifications no matter where you are. The Fargo Public Library is inviting families to get outside and take a stroll through the city's downtown for a one-of-a-kind storytelling experience.
I love this idea. Starting today through July 11th, pictures and words from the book Hare and Tortoise by Allison Murphy will be featured on signs between Fargo's main library and the Fargo Civic Center. The Story Walk project is hoping to encourage young kids to read, move, and enjoy the outdoors across the country. Thank you so much for waking up with the Valley Today. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. Join us for more live up-to-the-minute news and weather, including the breaking news that we are following.
We're following breaking news in Moorhead. Reports of shots fired. Police still searching for that suspect. We have a reporter live on scene, and we'll have more of that right after this on the Fargo CW. Have a great day, everyone.